These are the Texas Plains. This is the largest part of West Texas. Covering almost half of Texas, this area is what the state is known for. This place is dotted with trees, rocks, grasses, and cacti, and is home to a unique variety of life mainly seen in this part of Texas. From rats to rattlesnakes, this part of Texas is on the boundary of modern and wild. This is the key factor of the food web. He is Crotalus atrox, or the western diamondback rattlesnake. He wears his name appropriately as the largest western rattlesnake, growing up to 34 to 84 inches. They have long, thick bodies with very noticeable heads. Their lifespan is fairly long for a snake, being almost 26 years. But for us, it's like someone turning 2 in half a year. The food web is very delicate in this ecosystem, with the rattlesnake at its core. The food web is the interaction between predator and prey and many overlapping food chains. As you can see on this food web, you will see that rattlesnakes are eaten by wild turkey, which also eat insects, seeds, and bull snakes. Bobcats, which also eat rats, bull snakes, and rabbits. Hawks, which also eat rats, bull snakes, and rabbits. And bull snakes, which eat rats, other bull snakes, and rabbits. This act of one animal eating another of the same species is called cannibalism. Rattlesnakes eat rabbits, which eat grasses and seeds, and rats, which eat grasses and seeds. Now, take out rattlesnakes. It doesn't look like much will happen, but if you look, you can see that there are less predators that can hunt rats. There will be a boom in rat populations. The rats eat all the grass and seeds in their territory and leave no food for rabbits, so they die off. The rats also die off for eating all their food. Then the bull snakes have no food, so they die off. Finally, hawks and bobcats lose their food sources, so they die off, and the food web has collapsed. Human impact has played a role in this ecosystem. These large structures are called wind turbines. They generate electricity from large amounts of wind. However, they are a problem for birds in the area. The strength of the wind turbine's speed depends on the strength of the wind. So if a bird glides on the wind, it risks colliding with the blades, which is a problem for hawks. Also, people let their dogs free roam the area. The dogs are horrible for this environment. They discourage animals to go to a water source they were at, denying them the water they need. Then, the dogs kill animals for no reason but their instinct tells them to. Finally, they destroy key supports of the food web and, in turn, destroy the food web. In spite of these, human effect can also be positive. His rocks have been detonated while men were searching for caliche for highway construction. These rocks then became the perfect spot for small rodents and snakes. The crevices in the rocks and rubble are great for them to lodge in and hunt rodents. With that to boot, human effect can be both good and bad for the environment. These flat grasses are the result of a long drought that happened just months ago. Drought is when an area goes without rainfall for an extended period of time. This drought killed many of these plants, leaving them gray and dried. Then, the grasses crumbled from their weight, leaving no food for herbivorous wildlife. This pothole is another example of drought. This used to be a large spring, but then it dried up and the plants died around it. Would you think of fire ants as invasive? If you answered no, sorry, the answer is yes. Invasive species are animals that are not indigenous to a certain area. Fire ants were accidentally introduced from South America in the late 1820s. This is why many people are allergic to their bites in this country. A real problem, though, is feral hog. Brought over with settlers and accidentally set free, feral hogs soon became a very bad species to run into. They are ferocious and don't show table manners. They feed by churning up soil so plants can't grow back in that area. Sometimes they'll accidentally churn up animal dens, so the animal won't have a place to den up. Finally, they reproduce faster than they can be brought down. All in all, the Texas plains are a truly wild place, with the modern and wild side by side. The flourishing land of the Texas plains may never be tame, but we have the wildlife to thank for that.